What's going on, motherfuckers? I'm not going to be too long. Let me check how everything sounds right quick. But I just wanted to point out a couple of things here and there. Hold on a minute. Hey, what's up, woman? How you doing? Can anybody hear me? What the fuck is going on with my mic? Hold on. Hey, what's up, woman? How you doing? All right, yeah, it works. Okay. I found God Loves Me shared this. I think Skatey's going live here in a little bit, but I was gonna bring up this thing going on. So yeah, I can tell it sounds all right. I'm listening to my phone while I'm doing. I'm gonna make sure that the video plays. Hold on, guys. So I'm gonna mute and make sure that it's playing. But they show MJ Brody talking about this issue, and this is the same issue. Like I literally just posted this to my wall. You can look at the timestamps, and between when she, because I don't really watch MJ, but it's funny how he's addressing the exact same issue I was. Anyways, hold on a minute. Let me make sure it plays and everything, and I'm gonna play it right quick.
Some people, I guess, are not disappointed, but just it's like, Christ, grow a fucking backbone, why are you asking, how are we supposed to react to MJ because he wants to be friendly with GLM and Jess? It's like who gives a fuck who I'm friends with? That's part of what I'm talking about here. Is like I can be friends and friendly with whomever the fuck I want to be friends and friendly with. I don't need anybody's fucking permission for that shit. And then to be that upset about it is fucking weird, man. It's weird to be that angry at because I want to hang out with people that you hate. It's like that's your thing. That's your problem. That's your conflict, and it doesn't. I don't have to take that on. Out of some misguided idea of loyalty or something. I don't even know what it really is, but I've never been down with that kind of shit. I just it's a problem for me. It's a real problem for me when people, and then recently, sort of kind of the reaction to, it kind of sort of came back up again, the other day, and then the reaction to my thoughts and feelings on it is just like, wow, the expectation that I'm supposed to just, um, you know, knee jerkily, like by default, sort of, reactively, take a certain position, just cause it's loyalty or just cause it shows, some kind of solidarity with a particular person or a particular group. I'm not. I don't work that way, man. I don't work that way. I'm not down with any of that kind of shit. Um, you know,
Yeah, so he's talking about it, and he doesn't even really know what to call at. Like or what to say about it. What is that they do, and I kind of address like some of that issue on my community wall. But let's see. Oh, wouldn't it be nice if these people who insist on complete loyalty could ask the question, "Why do I insist that other people owe me their loyalty?" Question mark. Which, let's face it, amounts to little more than conformity. Why do you think that way? Where did you come up with that? Other questions I've pondered about James and Lauren is, why do you lie so easily? Why do you distort facts? Sometimes you people distort facts even when it's not even necessary. What does that tell me about you? Why are you that way? Another question that, would be wonderful, if they could ponder is, why do you keep so many secrets? Why is it about, what is it about vulnerability that scares you so much? I kind of thought out, that whole thing, and I was posting it up, like, and like at the same time, and I had a whole lot of shit in there, you know what I mean? So, but it was within, the last hour. So, it was a lot of questions that I had about, what the fuck is it? You're working on it, huh? And I did mention, like I mentioned Riley in there. I mentioned, shit about, some questions I got about Lauren and her bullshit, about that situation. And I'll put it up here. Hold on, let me mute this right quick. Bullshit. Um, let's see what I put. With all the doxing and unhealthy behaviors like affecting people's jobs and such that both of these people have done, please show me where I've done any of that. Also, show me where why I got to be responsible for Shangy by being on his panel or in his fucking chat. I don't hold the people on your panels or in your chats responsible for your behavior. So exactly how does that work? How am I responsible for what Shangy does by being on his panel or in his chat? How am I responsible for what the fuck he does? He's responsible for what the fuck he does. If people are in fucking Lauren's chat, if they're talking to Brutal Mafia, or whatever the case, may be, exactly how is it that I'm going to hold those people responsible for what Lauren does, or what Brutal Mafia does, or what this person does? I don't hold the people in James's chat responsible for what the fuck James does. I hold James fucking responsible for what James does. I don't hold people in Sarah's chat responsible for what Sarah does. I hold Sarah responsible for her own shit. I don't hold, people in Raleigh Jones's chat responsible for what Raleigh Jones does. Raleigh Jones is responsible for that shit. So how the fuck is it that, all these people are supposed to be responsible for what Shangy does? Exactly. The thing is that, Lauren and Brutal Mafia, you know, conspire with one another to do this fucked up shit. That's the goddamn difference. You know what I mean? And these people act like, you're supposed to be responsible for what they fucking do. So, I mean, the swollen face of an alcoholic. He does. He does have the swollen face of an alcoholic. Yeah, you know what, Riley, you're right. They are emotionally unstable. Whenever you're talking about a Facebook group, like you were talking about, I mean, we talk a lot of shit in there. Not all of that is fucking serious. Not all of that is real, right? I can say, hey, I'm going to the store to do what the fuck ever. I'm going to buy a gun, and I'm going to, shoot Lauren in the face, maybe. Maybe I say something like that in a fucking group. Does that mean that I really did it? you know, this is kind of the warm up to Sketty's live, I guess. But the thing is that, a lot of people talk a lot of shit in Facebook groups, but there's a difference in what you say and what you do. You know, it was hilarious, Riley. It was fucking hilarious. I mean, it wasn't very nice, but it was hilarious. I didn't appreciate it, but it was fucking funny. You know, my face is so fucked up, I won't show it. I refuse to be responsible for what Shangy does. I refuse. You can try to make me responsible for that, but fuck you. I ain't responsible for that shit. You know what I mean? I mean, I just ain't. Yeah, goddamn, they talk some mad shit in the group. Yeah, you never ever done that. We all have. We talk some mad fucking shit in fucking groups. All of us have. I mean, come on. And they act like it's this big fucking, oh my God, look what he said. Oh my God. In a private Facebook group. You know, I'm getting along with my different friends that are in there. Some of my friends don't like Shangy. Okay, so I told a few of them what they wanted to hear. Those friends what they wanted to hear. There's friends in there who didn't like. You heard about J Rob beating you to it, huh? He get his online hoe that is 5'2", 180 pounds, and I still can't touch her in real life. I know that's right. But I mean, the thing is that I had a variety of friends from different areas of YouTube. Whether it was Raleigh Jones who was in Lauren's fucking crew, and I had, God Loves Me that was in her own little crew, out there, doing her own thing. I had all these different people from all this different shit in this one fucking group. It was gonna get released sooner or later, you know. It's just I think that she is a fat skank. I mean, she's a fat, two-faced, fucking backstabbing skank. That's who Lord is. And they talk about this loyalty thing. No, you want me to conform. You expect loyalty, but that means conform to me. And you know what? I'm not going to fucking conform to anybody. That's not my job, to conform. It's just not. I'm not here to conform. I'm here to have my own different set of ideas and opinions about shit and look at things in my own way. I'm not here to conform and do what somebody else fucking tells me to do and act the way somebody else tells me to act and think what somebody else tells me to think. If that's what you're here for, why not just fucking let the person that you're gonna fucking conform to talk for you? It really. Yeah, exactly. I just don't conform. Whenever they say you got no loyalty, you're not loyal. That means you didn't fucking conform. Oh, exactly, exactly. Kissing up to Jamie hardcore. She fucking puckered them lips. She said she'd never go back and all this shit, right? We could probably clip that all day long where she said, fuck Jamie, I'm never going back. There she is, fucking on her knees with a pillow to get her head just right, lined up with his asshole, you know, and sucking on his ass real hard. Oh look, Jamie, I got this group this hate group that they had on you, sir. I got it. Oh God, I did such a good thing for you, James. Oh, let me suck your ass harder. Let me pull all that corn out of your butthole. Oh goddamn. That's what she's doing. I mean, Lauren, is it me or is Lauren getting fucking fatter by the day though? Y'all be honest. Let's talk about that for a minute. That bitch is eating one too many fucking s'mores. A loyalty issue. Well, no, you got a conformity issue. You want to conform with those people, and that's up to you. That's your decision. You can do that. You might as well fucking let them do all your talking for you, Riley. No shit. Well, the thing is, though, is a differing opinion of a situation a sign of disloyalty? I mean, that's a question you got to ask. If I see you doing something wrong and I call it out as being wrong, is that me being disloyal? I mean, you gotta be able to define what loyalty is to begin with, right? I mean, what is it that you consider to be loyalty? Because they got a really wide umbrella of do what I tell you to do and how I tell you to do it, that falls under what they call loyalty, right? Oh, she is blow. She looks like a goddamn Stay Puft Marshmallow. She's been eating so many goddamn Stay Puft Marshmallows. She looks like one. Hmm. But it's not just Mike's issue if you got to look at her online. If you watch that bitch and you say, God damn, that's a big bitch. I mean, it's not just Mike's issue. You know what I'm saying? It becomes everybody's issue at that point. And, I'm just making an observation. But, goddamn, pushing 300, that bitch is pushing like 350 at this point. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just throwing it out there. Just throwing it out there. I'm just like, what the fuck? You know, but whatever. I digress. You know, the bitch is fucking nuts. I mean, go ahead, Lauren, do another live stream about, a fucking a fucking group chat, bro. Do another 5 hours. Y'all spent like how many hours did y'all spend on that? Because I know goddamn Riley Jones spent 3 hours just recording it. You know, and, and how long did she how long did she spend fucking talking about it? How many hours was that? Go ahead, Lauren, do another one. Waste some more time on it. Talking about loyalty. Oh, loyalty. You got to be loyal. Hey, look, I got my own opinions about shit. That don't mean I'm disloyal. That just means, hey, I look at some shit. 6 hours? God damn. You supposed to be on vacation with your family. You spend 6 hours on this bullshit? God damn. I'm shaking my head. I'm just shaking my motherfucking head at that shit. I wouldn't even fucking bother. That's why I let motherfuckers log into my shit if they just want it that bad. Because I ain't spending the 6 hours fucking recording that shit. I'm not gonna do it. You can ask Susie. I was like, Susie, just log into the shit. I ain't fucking doing that. Oh my god. That bitch ate a gremlin. Lord makes me. We have 12 hours on this Facebook chat already. If I could make you spend a whole work week, man, she makes X amount of money, you make X amount of money, right? And if I could make both of y'all spend a whole week on something, I feel like I fucking accomplished something there. I made you spend about, you could probably have earning potential of making $1,000 a week, Riley Jones, right? You've made 1,000 or made $1,000 a day, probably even. So I mean, if I could make you spend a fucking work week, like a 5-day work week on that shit, that's like 5 grand of your money that you spent on a fucking worthless fucking Facebook chat. And if she spends about the same amount of time, well, fuck, that's got to be at least $1,000 out of her pocket that she spent on that. You know, I'm just saying, y'all motherfuckers are spending a lot of time away from your family. I get paid to spend time away from my family. I don't fucking spend that amount of time, except for I come on here and do a little entertainment for myself, and I talk a little shit, do this and that. But you motherfuckers put in some, it's a serious fucking, yeah. But did you get any money out of that? You got all this wonderful content. Like anybody wants to see some boring ass fucking Facebook group where a whole bunch of fucking people are just talking shit. Yeah, and anybody, oh, it's great content. Okay, yeah, she made a whole lot of money on that stream. How much money she make? Y'all make y'all's money back? You get about, did you get $500, Riley? did you get $100? How much money did you get on that, Riley? After spending that 12 hours, I fucking won on that deal. You don't even realize. Riley hit my cash app. You end up paying her to fucking do that. 6 hours, you laughed for 6 hours. You laughed for 6 hours. I find that hard to believe. On that Facebook group, no, I don't think so. I'll give you a Facebook group you'll laugh at for 6 hours, motherfucker. I promise you that. Oh yeah, he won't tip him shit. Oh, nobody will. Nobody's gonna pay anything for that. That's some worthless ass content, and it wasn't all that funny. Y'all were saying, "Oh my god, I'm so offended by what they said here." Oh god. I'm sitting here. I've gotten 6 hours of entertainment out of it after laughing at you motherfuckers. But you, I know I've laughed for 6 hours at least. And how fucking stupid it was for you to do that. It made no sense. Both of you motherfuckers are stupid as shit. That shit. I don't work or fuck with liking. Well, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You're doing his bidding now. Directly or indirectly, you're doing like it three's bidding now. Oh, good luck on that. You fucking trolled yourself. You really did. You trolled yourself, bro. I'm sorry, but you did. Uh, look at this dude. Oh, triggered. We got him coming out all triggered, huh? Oh, Brutal Mafia's triggered. Poor baby. All right, go run back to your mama and shut the fuck up, you little bitch, while she tells you what to do. It wasn't just funny, but I don't sound like it is she coming out. How could you not see that, Riley? You're so in with that group. I mean, y'all, you got so much. Hey, what's up, OG Occult? What's up, girl? You got so much loyalty to them. You keep up with all their issues. They got so much loyalty to you, right, Riley? They care about your agenda and what you're trying to accomplish, right, Riley? That worked out for you, bro. Oh, y'all are killing me. You literally trolled yourself, bro. So she got $0. Yeah, you were. You were drinking and smoking some on the beach, motherfucker. You really, you trolled yourself, bro. Yeah, I bet you do. I bet you got a lot of buyer's remorse. You fucking shopped on Amazon while you were fucking high. That's what the fuck you basically did, man. Jesus. You got nowhere on that shit. Oh, it was funny. It was funny, but not for probably the reasons you know you think it was. Just not for the reasons you think it was funny, but I think it was fucking hilarious. You make fun of us, but we make fun of you. That's the funny part. That's the funny part, Brutal Mafia. Y'all are making fun of us, but what you don't realize is why you're trying to make fun of us, you're literally trolling yourselves. And we're laughing our asses off about it. I guarantee you. I guarantee you we laugh our asses off about it. We thought that shit was hilarious. Yeah, Mike does not care. That's another little cookie husband. Just saying. That's another little cookie husband. He just did whatever his wife thinks. Exactly. And then he goes over there and indirectly sucks his dick. Oh, oh. Yeah. Yeah, he is. He is the ultimate LOL cow. He, he got like a theory in there, and he goes, "Can he please stop doxing my mother?" Oh, oh my God. All of it is fucking ridiculous. Oh, here we go with this bullshit. Somebody's fucking triggered. Visits twin brother. Oh, that's funny shit. Go ahead and be triggered all you want. There, Brutal Mafia. Let me see how much time we got on Skady shit. Oh, we got 15 minutes. I better get the fuck out of here. Exactly. Visits your buddy, huh? I gotta get the fuck out of here. She's got 15 minutes. You gonna be late, Skady? Be honest now. Later, Riley Joes. You crack me up, brother. You really do. You make me laugh. Well, fuck. You want to come up here, woman, for a few minutes? Because we got like 15 minutes if you want to come up. Yeah. Oh, shit. And he's completely committed to that fucking big arm motherfucker, too. God damn. I couldn't imagine being that fucking cucked. Hold on. Here we go, woman. There's the stream yard. But all of it for me is very, very fucking funny. You know, it fucking cracks me up. Cracks me the fuck up. Mm, let's see. Why is Lycan so salty? He has all the hot, intelligent people on his side. He has all the views, money's everything. Why is he raging? He rages anyway because it's his deal. What's up, woman? How you doing?
What's up? How are you?
I'm doing good.
Why the fuck does my StreamYards, when I'm on your, like, on somebody's panel, it shows the picture on my Gmail, but when I go, this picture's not on there. So weird.
Are you on a different device or maybe it's a different device?
Yeah, I guess.
So you're logged into a different StreamYard. You're
Yeah,
roboting
I
a little
guess
bit.
so, because I click on your link. Oh,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
Mm-mm.
That
Yeah,
better?
you're not yet. Let's see. I I think you got a bat.
Oh, is it better?
Yeah, now it is.
Okay, I had to turn my Wi-Fi on.
Mm, there
Oh,
you go. But yeah, It's got to be that you're on a different device and you got a different StreamYard or something.
Yeah, I guess so. So I
Hmm.
heard we're gonna get some whatchamacallit, some screenshots tonight.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah.
Be
Your favorite.
interesting.
Yes, it will. Your favorite. I know you're going to be screenshotting the screenshots.
No, I actually stopped doing that.
Yeah, I don't care either. I mean, I haven't had a screenshot and I don't know when. Fuck them screenshots.
Yeah,
That's what.
I'm
That's why
over
I was
that
kind of shocked
bullshit.
when Lauren did it. I was like, "What the fuck is this shit?" they spent.
Right,
He's
and that was the thing that floored me. Like she spent all that time showing all that crap when like she had no involvement in it at all. Like it wasn't about her. It didn't, involve anybody she cared about. You know what I'm saying? But and then while she's
yeah,
showing the screenshot, she's like, "Yeah, you've never seen me share anybody's DMs or, shown screenshots between me and somebody." Yes, the fuck we have, number one. And number two, so it's just okay for you to show screenshots that Fire gives you or who, Riley gives you or whoever else. That's okay when it doesn't
right.
involve you in any way, shape, or form. Like,
Exactly. I mean, I had a real variety. Not everybody likes everybody. We all, didn't like certain individuals, but the thing that we all had in common was liking theory. We did not like that motherfucker. And that was the thing. So we all just kind of went in there and was talking shit. Even Riley talked a lot of shit. you know,
yeah. No, I'm glad she showed him actually. So, but,
yeah, it
you
was
know,
funny. I mean, it was crazy.
I didn't
I
even.
mean,
I watched like only a few minutes of her streams. I would click on for a few minutes and click off, so I didn't even see what all of the screenshots said. But I was just glad they were shown for
well,
other people's benefit.
there's a lot of people that aren't very well liked, I guess, and there was certain people like the only one I can really think of is Shangy, where there was an opinion given on a stream he did where he had the 14-year-olds going up there and arguing with him. And I
Oh,
said
see, I
something a
didn't
little
see
bit
any of that.
negative about that, but it was like a negative reaction in
Well,
live
and from
time,
what
like
I
while I'm
understand,
watching it.
people told him that to his face. So I mean,
Exactly. They were telling him to his face. I was like, oh my God, you're arguing with a 14-year-old. What the fuck are you doing? you know, he's never had kids. He doesn't know,
right.
you know, I don't think, or maybe he doesn't remember what it was like to be
None of
14.
us have been perfect.
Yeah. I mean, so, I'm thinking to myself, well, he doesn't know. He's going in there kind of ignorant to the situation, a little bit. So I was thinking about, oh my God, what the fuck is he doing, And then he tried to edit out the fucking porn. They porn bombed him. This 14-year-old came back up there, porn bombed him. They had two 14-year-olds up there. One of them left, one of them came back and porn bombed him while the other one stayed on the stream. And she acts like well, he didn't do that. The 14-year-old didn't porn bomb him. And so whenever he went back and he edited it, and he re-premiered it. So not only did he make a bad decision once, he made a bad decision and re-premiered the bad decision. You know, and he tried to edit out the porn bombing. He didn't do a very good job. And I was like, oh God, y'all look at this shit. He's gonna end up fucking losing his channel as soon as he. And she took that as I was flagging it. Which is just
Mm,
not the case. I was not flagging. Nobody flagged this channel at all. I don't think. I bet you the
right.
video's still up. So if I was going to flag it or if that was an attempted flagging, I did a shitty job because nobody flagged it, you know? So, but that's the way she tried to make it out. But she
So
misconstrued and
do you
lied and
think like so I have a theory of why she's kissing Jamie's ass. I think she's
Mhm.
like trolling him and setting him up or something. Like, do you think that's really sincere on her end?
I don't know. I don't even really care. She can do whatever she
Right. Yeah,
wants.
no, I don't care either, but
Yeah, but I mean, good luck to her. You know,
right. Mm,
that's a good
right.
picture. That's a good picture you got there.
Oh, thanks. It was obviously later in the day, and we had been at the beach, and then that was in St. Pete.
Right.
So yeah, it was a really pretty sunset that night.
Right. I mean, not all of us get along with everybody. It's okay.
Right. It's just, be an adult. If you're in the same chat with somebody that you don't like, just ignore them. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like, I don't understand why that's hard for people to do or, comprehend.
Right. She said she was a mental health professional for 22 years. I can't.
I
I thought she
thought
was
she
a nurse.
worked at her like parents' nursing home and did like administrative work. I thought that's what she did. And then
I don't
like I
know.
thought that nursing home got shut down for like like fraudulent reasons or something. I don't remember.
I thought she was an RN. I didn't think. I didn't know she was. I don't know.
There's no way she's an actual RN because she would have been able to
No, she's
get a
not.
job so easy. All those times that she couldn't find a job.
That's
No, I
true.
think she worked at a nursing home her family owned. And then because actually Mary knew somebody in her town or something like that. So I think
Right.
that's where I heard that from. And then, and then I know she worked for a security company, and then I don't know all after that.
Right. I believe that Lauren isn't sincere in anything.
No, she
Yeah.
isn't.
No. I don't know.
We,
I mean, I know she would turn on Like in Theory on a dime if she needed to,
yeah.
or she felt like she needed to.
Oh,
I know
yeah.
that. But it
I mean,
kills
I
me that.
wonder how the rest of her friends feel about that because um, I know for a fact that Brutal doesn't like him and that Fire doesn't like him.
Right. I've heard Riley Jones say that he didn't like Fire. I've never heard him say anything about Brutal Mafia or Lauren, but he
Well,
said
just
he
because
hates.
Riley said that doesn't mean it's true. Like he trolls so much, it's so telling.
Right, right. Well, there's no telling, like you said, but he said he
Right.
fucking hates Fire, but he likes, Lauren and Brutal Mafia, and that's fine, whatever. I mean, I don't give a fuck. It
Didn't he
wasn't like,
call Lauren out though for causing problems in his marriage with his wife and like asking him for money all the time?
yeah,
Okay, that's what I thought.
yeah.
And then the next thing I knew, they were like all buddy buddy again. I'm like, damn.
I don't get that either. Is why she has to, beg for money, all the time. She
Yeah, I
should be
never
able to
understood
make
why
some
she
money.
was so broke because she told me her husband made over $100,000 a year. And that was like, 3 years ago. She told me that 3.5 years ago. And then she was always broke and cars getting repossessed. And, she lived at home with their parents. It was like, well, if he makes that amount of money, like, how the fuck do you never have money? Like, she didn't have money for tampons one time or her medicine one time. It's like, how can you be that broke unless there's, other activities going on?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I don't understand it, but whatever.
Yeah.
But I think they're fucking hilarious with the way they acted like they were going to cause a problem between me and Shangy or something. That was their really big, wedge there, and it didn't. It didn't cause a single problem. So I thought that was funny too. Their intended purpose didn't work.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's kind of sad. Lauren flirt takes with many. Yeah, exactly. She does. She flirt takes the fuck out of motherfuckers. And she exposes motherfuckers. If Brutal Mafia ever exposed to Lauren who he really was, she would have exposed that right away. She couldn't have helped herself. So he's never told her who the fuck he is. I guarantee you.
Yeah. All right. Well, her stream's going to start in like 3 minutes. So,
Yes, ma'am. Well, I
okay.
hope you had a good day, darling. So I
I
hope you
did.
had an
You
easygoing day.
too.
I hope you enjoy the stream.
Uh-huh.
Maybe
So I'll
she'll
see
let you
you
pop up
over
there.
there.
All right, I'm heading that away.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Bye.
Peace out, guys.
Bye.
Oh, I did the wrong button.